Thank you for coming back to me. I hope your guys' Christmas went amazing. I got drunk as today I'm doing something new. We're gonna do a paint and chat, and it's like more like girl talk too. I think this painting is like it's like a flower or some shit. It looks like this. Yeah. It says Jungle Fumble. Okay. They gave me little paint brushes with it too. I got this stuff from Five Below, y'all. So if y'all be bored, y'all can come do this with me. But yeah, hope you guys stay tuned. Actually, let me just get this painting started. Okay, we'll start with it. A6 is like a greeny color. Let me see how many. This light is crazy, y'all. I'm sorry. Well, damn, it's kind of hard to see. Is this way? Oh, it's like the leaves. Aiko's doing fine, if you're asking. She's getting a lot more used to me, which is what I want. She's fat though, y'all. She gonna get real fat. Not confuse myself. I'm gonna do A5. This one, this one. Probably not the craziest lighting, but first time. Don't come for me. So the topics I want to talk about are like self-love, confidence, toxic relationships. I'll talk about my red flags with friendship, with relationships, and then I will end it with talking about what I'm gonna manifest for the new year, because I'm recording this 3 days before New Year's, so let's pray I get it done before New Year's. I don't have anything else to do besides work, so this is a good winter break for me. Let's just get started. We can start off with self-love, and I'll start like where I feel like I started gaining more self-love. You know, it's hard, I could say, for real, to really sit down and look at yourself in the mirror and be like, I'm okay. Like, this is as much as I can do for myself right now. And it could be mentally, it could be physically, like, you know, it's not easy for everybody to turn that switch on and be like, okay, I love myself. For me, I feel like I really could say that, you know, I found a good balance, not too much, not too little, because, you know, you can't say, oh, I'm totally at full bliss with myself, unless, like, you know, you really feel that way. Confidence is, you know, key with self-love. I feel like that's why I like put them together. You know, there's always room for improvement mentally, physically, emotionally. So like for me, I'm still working on it. Everything's not perfect, because, you know, of course you're your biggest critic. It's not easy, especially when you see your imperfections. And then, like, when I say social media does not help, like, I was just, no shade, no tea to girls with BBLs, like, you know what I'm saying, but like that shit is crazy. And you think about, like, the majority of women who are getting BBLs are black women. Why? Because that's what they think everybody wants. And it's like, no, you look perfectly fine. I think a natural body is absolutely beautiful. But you know, like Carisha BBL is nice, but like not everybody got Carisha money. So unless you got Carisha money, you know, go crazy. But like even like Mulatto, like her body shape, like why she do that? I don't know. I thought she looked like a lot better naturally. So but you know, I understand not everybody's comfortable in their own skin. And if they have the money, they can tweak it. But like, if you don't, you're gonna have to do something that's way more, because like money is easy. They think it's gonna make it better because they got it. Like they got the money. They're gonna, oh, I'm gonna get my body done. Da, da, da. But like, think about other attributes that you can't just fix with money. You know what I'm saying? And like girls with BBLs too, like they still have to work on that body that they just surgically made. Like they have to keep up with it. It's just like a starter of, you know, it's like a big ass cheat code to like working out. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I feel like I started like really loving myself was quarantine. Beginning of quarantine. Not even beginning of quarantine, because it took me a while in quarantine to really be like, I'm okay by myself, because I love like I love talking to people. And that was hard for me, like just being by myself and having to think with my own thoughts. But slowly I started finding things that I could do that kind of felt normal, I guess. But I would say I really started taking more pictures of myself, you know, and looking at myself a lot, like kind of like making like a mental note, because like I'll never make a list of like bashing myself like with little things, but like make a little mental note, like, you know, something pissed you off that day. Why did it piss you off? Was it my fault? No. Did it, you know, like little stuff like that. Or like if you want to talk physical, you know, I have bigger boobs, so like that could be my insecurity sometimes. And with that, now I know like workouts to make myself feel better about how I look. So, but it took me a while to get there, and I can just, the thing is, like when I work out, like my body, the way I was working out before, my body like kind of, and I was pretty active in high school, so the way I was working out before, like my body kind of like remembered what that shape is supposed to be. So it's not that hard for me to like snap back into it, you know what I'm saying? So, but it takes a lot of like mental strength, I understand, like to sit down and say, I'm gonna do this every day, you know, especially when it comes to working out, because you can make up so many excuses, right? But it comes down to like grit, like that's tough, like, you know what I'm saying? But you know, the thing is, I was taking pictures for myself. Okay, let's get that straight. I'm not taking pictures in angles that are appealing. You know how you could take like really good selfies and be like, yeah, this is nice. He's gonna see this part of my face, or people are gonna talk about this part. Now it's like that. You know what I'm saying? Take a real insecure shot, like the most weirdest photo you can take, or like just a natural, just pose, look in the mirror. Don't switch your hips, don't do anything crazy, just look at yourself for real, or how you want to view yourself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that'll make you think, for real. I also listen to like Black women empowerment podcasts. I have to like link the podcast that I listen to sometimes. My mom sends it to me. But yeah, I like hearing other people talk about their struggles. When you like, I feel like when you see and hear other people talk about their day-to-day battles of like what they go through, you realize you're not the only person that like goes through it. And it's very like humbling. You know, I'm an emotional person, so like if I get stuck in my head too long, I literally lose my. And that's how I felt with quarantine. But then I had to figure it out, like, what am I gonna do that's gonna make me okay? And okay is fine. You do not need to be at ecstatic ass levels all the time. Like, You're not a rabbit like Aiko, even though she be. Think about your spirit animal. Do some stupid ass quizzes. Look up what your spirit animal might be. Read about yourself. I know not everybody into horoscopes and stuff, but if you really take your time and research and sit down and read your birth chart, and once you, like the natal one, and you understand yourself, I feel like it's like bliss. I'm not even playing. Like, so my rising is a Gemini, and I shit you not, before I found that out, I thought my rising was a Virgo. Okay, so I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like, you know, it's weird because like I have 2 cousin Virgos, and like they kind of act the same. They're very dry, sarcastic, but like maybe that's just my family. But like, yeah, but I found out that I was a Gemini rising, and I was like, that makes so much sense, y'all, because I dead ass feel like I have ADHD. And growing up, I've always had an enormous amount of like different friend groups, and sometimes I couldn't mingle them all together because not everybody, because like the thing is with me, I feel like I have, how they say Geminis have different personalities. I don't think it's a different personality. It's just like I can mix and like not conform in a bad way, but like understand other people's like perspectives, and I think they're fun to learn, and I want to like be a part of everything. So, and then I'm a Virgo moon. I'm a Virgo sun, okay? So yeah, I'm a Virgo moon, which basically is just like my emotions. Yeah, I'm not even gonna go to detail about it. I embrace my Virgo moon. It just makes me a little more sensitive than I already am. So yeah, hella earth sign though. Hella earth sign in my chart. So once I'm set on something, I'm set on it. So I'm stubborn. I hate like saying it, but I know I am. Like, it's hard for me to change my mind about stuff, especially if it's like bogus, you know, or it don't make sense to me. I'm like, unless somebody like breaks it down for real, make me feel safe. Yeah. Y'all, I'm not getting nowhere really in this. I know y'all hear her ass. She about to go crazy. We both know it's never really goodbye. Turns into I love you. If y'all listen to Kehlani for real, I feel like that's a Taurus mind. Like, I have to push you up. That's how much I done. Okay, we're gonna do the leaf side. The leaf side, like right here. It's green. Now we are going to talk about toxic relationships. And let me just start off by saying this is more for anything. Like, it could be a toxic relationship with your friend, a boyfriend, a cousin, family members, you know. Let's just keep it general. Because I want this to, because, you know, not everybody goes through the same thing. And if it doesn't resonate to you, why not make it a general statement? Because I know so many people that have been going through so much. It's like a catalyst of like COVID. Swear to God. Everybody I know is like, man, even I work at a treatment center for drug addicts. So I definitely hear a lot of sad from like people struggling with the holidays, and you know, it's sad. So I totally get it. Let's talk about what I've done that's toxic. So I can honestly say Everybody goes through that. You know, sometimes you're not the best for everybody, you know, like to one person you were probably super toxic, but the next person you were like a blessing, you know? So, but definitely I know when I was a pain. Okay, so back in the day, I was dating this dude. We were long distance, and but we would see each other every now and then. Cause my dad's in the military, you know, whatever. We would see each other, and then, you know, we were dating for a while, like a long distance relationship over a year. And think about long distance relationships and think about all the red flags you can think of. Okay, let it sink in. So I can be really petty, and with this ex that I had, mind you, we were in high school. This is like sophomore year, so this is very childish of me. I feel like all high school relationships are childish and real relationships are out of high school. I mean, yes, definitely you can have a relationship in high school and try to make it work, but once you get to the real world, that's when it shows, like, can you really do this relationship shit? You know what I'm saying? Even, okay, so with this same dude, even recently, like, didn't know he had a girlfriend, but kind of knew, but didn't know. And he's messaging me, you know, type. And the girlfriend tried to beat me up. It's just, or like whenever he hit me up, I would reply back. That is a toxic trait. Like, why do I, and then I entertain it because I'm bored. I be bored and entertain knowing I'm not supposed to be entertaining it. Why do I do that? So, yeah, see, that's a toxic thing. A toxic trait of mine. Even like with relationships, like, y'all know sleeping on the phone is not the best. I know it's fun. I know y'all like hearing that nigga breathe, okay? But you're gonna get used to that and then be when he gotta go places, and it's like another form of attachment. It's the weirdest shit. Like, every relationship where I literally felt, I mean, like, sometimes it's okay. Like, I get it. You guys are long distance, so it's okay. But y'all see each other too. You know what I'm saying? Like, a sleep is the one time, like, especially if y'all away from each other sleeping. I feel like that's your time. That makes any sense. That's probably not like too toxic of a trait to y'all, but to me, I have to watch out for that because I know how I get. And everything I'm explaining is me describing myself. Let's just get on to like toxic things that have happened to me. So I can say like basic shit. Like, I've been lied to. I get lied to trying, like, it could be for the benefit of me. Like, I've had guys lie to me just to get closer to me. And then I find out like, whoa, that's not right. That's not true. Like, I hate liars. Yeah, like downplaying shit sometimes, like, and then, or people like that like any type of gaslighting, like reverse, like type, like manipulative, like, people don't think you can pick up on it, but like, I know you feel it in your gut. Like, what did you just try to say? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people do that. Sometimes it's like how, it's like in their nature, you know what I'm saying? They're just natural ass gaslighters, or like super narcissistic people, like, crazy. Well, let's just, okay, let's just get into like what I feel like my red flags are. And start off with relationships. And if you guys relate to this at all, please comment and tell me what you found that is similar to you that's going on, because I'm just gonna tell y'all my experiences. And I know a lot of women, growing women, go through it, especially at this age. It's not easy. So red flags that I see in relationships, the biggest one I would say is inconsistency. Like, I hate a motherfucker who showing they ass like in the first few months, like really doing shit for you. Like, love bombing is a thing, and it's crazy because it's like, yeah, you know, of course women are like, if we all grew up the same, which maybe, you know, most likely we did, We all grew up with that mindset of like being in a fairy tale and, you know, Prince Charming, he's gonna give me flowers, he's gonna give me this. Oh my gosh, that's what a real man does. Hold the door open, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, but some of these niggas know already how that go, because a lot of them already got sisters. Sometimes y'all gotta watch out for the ones that say that they got sisters and they respect them, because girl, they still niggas and boys at the end of the day. They hang out with they niggas and they see what they... It's more like a red flag in the friends. Who they hang around with, I promise. That's what, when guys be like, you know how guys sometimes are like, oh, she going out with her whole friends. Switch that. He going out with his whole niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because the niggas he be hanging out with, they be cheating. You know? Or they just be, you know, and he be covering up for his friend. You know they covering up. Don't ever think your dude friends are your friends. I promise that. Because that's going to be the stupidest thing you do. Because they all playing you, baby. They seen this nigga pull 3 different up in that room. You know what I'm saying? And they be like, that's bro, that's bro. And then be in y'all face. There's a special place in hell for those friends. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all fake. I just don't like that fake love. You know what I'm saying? Another red flag. If he or she only want to hit you up late at night, I say a good cutoff time, ladies, is like, especially if you're trying to work on like getting up early and, you know, unless it's a good combo. There's like a lot of unlesses, you know what I'm saying? Like if you honestly feel like, okay, this is fine, like we can hang out late, that just works for me, that works for you. Some girls are late owls, you know what I'm saying? Like I be up on the phone late at night too, you know, kikiing, but the coming over, the text only at certain, only late, not during the day, that's what I mean by late, not, you know. Cause what was you doing? And now you in your room, probably hard or whatever, and now you thinking about me? Off, you know. Cause nothing I know can break us. Okay, so let's talk about red flags in friendships. So, man, I just want to say, you know, I never regret anything I've done, any journey I've been on with anybody, any encounter was needed in my journey. And I want other people to understand that too, because sometimes it's not always like some spiteful, like hard feelings type. And that could be for relationships or friendships, you know? Flag in a friendship for me, sometimes like I feel like I can be, as a friend, I can be a good support system when you want something real said to you. Like if you're genuinely asking me some advice and I care about you, I'm gonna tell you. You're asking me, you know how I am. I will always look for my friend's best interests because I see their perspective, you know what I'm saying? So then when it comes to like constantly complaining about things, that's where I think it gets me. It could be constantly complaining about the dumbest things when, especially if it's like an easy fix too, you know what I'm saying? Like I get like, it's kind of difficult to like give situations on what I mean by constantly complaining, but everything is fixable. Nothing is impossible. Sometimes I just like people who can understand where shit does get rough, but you don't need to express that it's getting rough, if that makes sense. Where always complaining could turn into solutions. You understand? A red flag is if you have a friend and they're just literally only in your face for when you're doing something that they want to do, and it's not like asking you like real shit that might be personal to you know what I'm saying? Like, I know not everybody can open up about, you know, personal issues, but like, if you only come around when you see me going out, or like you see me doing stuff, and you're not supportive in any other thing that you see me doing, that's just not a friend. It could be little support and stupid shit. Like today I got up and woke up early and did this, and that was the goal of the day. Good job, glad you got it done. Or like, you know, because sometimes it's crazy. Like, you got more random people supporting you sometimes than the people around you. That's what blows me sometimes. Another red flag in a friendship is if you literally have to walk on eggshells with somebody, constantly trying not to like hurt their feelings, or, you know, it's just like you don't know when that motherfucker is gonna explode. So it's like that makes me tense. Like, I have real bad like anxiety with that stuff, cause I don't, who wants to be around somebody and you say something and it pisses them off, but you don't know till like a year later? That's crazy to me. Like my sister, for example, she does this. Amaya, don't get mad. She does this often, like where someone will piss her off and she just won't say anything, and then she bring it up to me later, and I'm like, what? Like now I done forgot about it. It don't even mean that much to me. And it don't even, it's like, damn, you know, some people, I understand y'all do need to sit and think about it. But, cause like, you know, I usually am a type of person where I am reactive and I'll just say it, you know. So maybe I'm just used to that. But like, in order for like feelings not to get hurt, I feel like that's needed, especially if you care, supposedly care about the other person's feelings. Like, some people can be really selfish, and that blows me when it's like I get it, individuality in friendships, but like, I forgot what I was saying. Relationships and friendships work hand in hand too, okay? Because many people don't understand, like even like young people, like my sister, for example, I keep bringing her up, but like she's just now getting into dating, and she's had a bunch of friends, you know, she's created really close girl friendships, but now this is a whole nother language you gotta make with this person, and it's difficult, it's not easy. And that could be the same for friendships, but you have to know people's boundaries. And that's where I like get into like my advice for like, if you feel like you're dealing with anything toxic, friendship or relationship wise, like what should you do? And I say set boundaries is like the biggest thing. If you know yourself, and this like how people are like, oh, before you get into a relationship, you know, make sure you know yourself. Before you get into like a tight ass friendship, make sure you know yourself too, because they got other bullshit going on too, just like you. And you know, like, if you don't want that topic talked about, like let that be said. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can read your mind. That's my point. Nobody can read your mind. And once people start understanding that, and it's not where it's sensitive or being emotional, it's like it is such an important thing to understand your emotions and balance it out with how you speak. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I wasn't the best at that growing up. I used to fight, so that was the way I spoke with my emotions. Very hot-headed type of kid. I felt like, because I saw a lot of shit when I was younger, so I had to grow up very fast. Basically, I had to do a lot of shit when I was like, probably I'm like age of 9, I'm probably doing way more shit than a lot of 9-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? Even younger than that. You know how your mama be like, Make sure you don't unlock that door when somebody home, because you be home and it just you be you and your sibling and you taking care of them. That's what type of time I was on, taking care. I was like a second mom. Had to grow up fast. Another piece of advice I would say is like trust your gut, because if you know that don't sound right and it's gonna lead you down an ugly path, like sometimes if I have real vivid dreams where like it's like not like That's So Raven, like I could predict the future, but damn near. Like if I see somebody and I'm like around them enough and I feel their personality out, like I'm very observant. And if I feel it and I'm like, damn, later on I'm probably about to get in an argument with this motherfucker, like that's a sign. Maybe I'm not about to, or it could be a big learning thing for you too. You know, it doesn't always have to be bad. Like, damn, I'm going to argue with this person later and then see, but an argument has to lead to a solution, right? So maybe you'll just learn something from that argument. Don't run away from them. And an argument doesn't have to be Bad Girls Club. You know what I'm saying? Like, people need to understand y'all can sit down as an adult. And if you're actually wrong, I don't get people that sit there and try to fight that reason, like still only think about their feelings, because that's crazy to me. Like, you took the time out of this talk to just say your perspective only, and the perspective be all. Dealing with manipulative people is not for the weak. So friendships or relationships, I've been with manipulative ass dudes and even manipulative girlfriends too, blaming everything on you, because I can be very nonchalant about a lot of stuff. If it's not said to me, if it's not expressed enough, you know what I'm saying? And if I cannot tell it actually hurts your feelings or anything, I'm not gonna care. And do it when it's thin. I like real. That's how I was raised. I would say another takeaway is like learn how to let go, because if you hold on to that grudge and that other motherfucker is perfectly fine, who looks crazy? That's why I say, like, if you've had any like fallouts, because I know there's been a lot of like fallouts with like friendships, relationships, all of 2021. Seriously, like 2020 kind of like made people was going crazy, you know, and then 2021 was like, damn, y'all can't trust everybody. Definitely make friends, be happy, but when it don't go your way, not everything will go your way. Didn't y'all see the effects of COVID? Did you think your ass was not gonna go get sick and have to be in quarantine? I mean, yes, you can like prevent that, but like some people you can't, and you can't be mad the whole quarantine because what the f, you sick. You got other things to worry about. Not dying. I've learned letting it go has put me at peace, because I overthink a lot. And if you cannot control it, don't worry about it. Because I promise you, it is going to stress you out way more if you do some shit that you cannot control. If that boy is not texting you back, what that calling and the texting is going to do? Make him just look at his screen longer. You know, iPhone be, they be, you know, damn, like, if y'all don't use that D&D, y'all like the misery, okay? Because sometimes you gotta put that strong ass D&D on and just cut that off. You know what I'm saying? Like, cut them all off for the whole night. Who gives a fuck? Are they paying any bills of yours? Unless it's your mama. You know what I'm saying? Let her still hit you up. Fill your bellies up. Yeah, that's what I have to say. My advice on that. So this is how far I've gotten. I want to talk about my manifestations for 2022, let's talk about my manifestations I want for 2022, because that's going to be I just feel in my spirit it's going to be a very good year for me, especially because, you know, at the end there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, and I feel like I've been in a tunnel and I'm trying to get out. And with this year being, with 2022 being my graduating year from college, I just feel like I'm gonna be very liberated. And, you know, even before I graduate. So I have a plan that I'm definitely gonna travel more with my bestie. I wanna do like some shit. You know, I won't tell y'all because I like the element of surprise and just meet people and not give a. So I gotta get my passport, y'all. I guess I wanna have like a new body goal. I really want to be consistent more in the gym. Like my arms, it doesn't take long for them to bulk up. Like I said, like it doesn't take a long time for me to switch my body up and be like, okay, I'm back to what I was doing. But I just want to be more consistent on it. And like now with Aiko, I have more of a schedule, when to wake up, when to go to sleep. And then I just need to be more organized. So, you know, I can manifest my organizational skills, hopefully. Damn, here she go. You know, I feel like I've always gone by this too. Like, that YOLO, please do it. Please. I was just, my friend, he sent me this really good video on Instagram about how everybody's just always looking for love. And it's like, come on. Like, it's gonna come to you, but can you just like not do everything for the thought of, oh my God, somebody's gonna see this and they're gonna fall in love with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, do it because you want to do it. And don't give up. Still have your priorities, still know what the fuck you have to do at the end of the day. Like, don't just YOLO it. Like I say, like sometimes I be like, oh, that grade. You know what I'm saying? But no, don't fuck that grade, because you're gonna be like me a week after finals trying to, you know, run your grade up. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. That's when the YOLO is a little too much. This is really nice. This is like relaxing, honestly. Minus this crazy crackhead over here. So I just want everybody to take away from this is like, let's just turn over a new leaf. Let's understand that not everybody will be at the same mindset you are at. Everybody has a different journey they're going through. Not everybody was set, literally, think about horoscope. Not everybody was placed at the same time, same day, and same, you know, anything is you. You are very unique in your own way, and embrace that and not try to force yourself to be somebody you're not. Or look at other people and be like, damn, like, why am I not there? You know what I'm saying? Like, take your time. Look, this is how far I got. I'll keep doing these. Maybe I can stop, or I might just finish painting this and get more because they're $5. So I can keep this segment going. I'm definitely doing more updates with Aiko's crazy ass. Thank you guys for watching.